So today we'll be learning about this Indian Partnership Act of 1932 in just 15 minutes or before that. Let hopefully complete it. So I'll be giving you the entire concept about what is partnership, how is partnership different from a company, how is partnership different from a Hindu business, like Hindu business, how it has been carried from a very long period of time. Along with it, we'll also be discussing about the powers of minor and can whether he can enter into a basically into a partnership firm and what are the consequences out of it. All that we'll be discussing in a very simplified manner. Hope this video can help you a lot. Along with it, the last thing we'll be discussing about the registration and the dissolution of the partnership firm. So now starting with let's understand what is this partnership. See, in order to control or in order to regulate these partners, we have an act called as Indian Partnership Act of 1932. Now, what is this Indian Partnership Act of 1932? Partnership basically consists of two or more partners, where how this entire concept of partners should be regulated, that we'll be learning in a much simplified manner. But if you observe, if you look on how the company should be regulated, we have Companies Act. Similar way, how the partnership should be regulated, we have the Partnership Act of 1932. Now on that basis, now let's get started. The distinction between partnership and a company. So what is the difference between a partnership and a company? First one, in terms of registration. See, as a registration, in a company you have to compulsory register, whereas in a partnership you no need to register. Second important point is about the legal status. Now the legal status says about, in a company, for example, there is two separate legal entities. I am different, the company is different, two separate legal entities. Whereas the concept of legal status itself does not like it does not even come into an existence in terms of partnership, because everyone is considered as equal over there. Okay. Now transferability. What do you mean by transferability? In company, members can transfer their shares easily. Like they can transfer, if I am the part of a company, I can transfer my share, whereas in partnership you cannot transfer it. Now, minimum number of members is basically two. In private companies, it's two, and the minimum numbers in a public company, it is basically seven. Whereas in partnership, the minimum is basically two members. In a partnership company, the minimum members is how many? Two members, just two members. Now, the maximum number of members, as per the Companies Act of 2013, it says that the maximum members should be 200. Okay, and public it is limited to unlimited. Unlimited members can be part of this partnership company. I mean, like in terms of the public limited it's unlimited, whereas in private it is just 200. Now discussing about the contractual capacity. See, if you observe, the shareholders can contract with company, but the partners cannot contract with the partners. See, now shareholders, as a shareholder, I can have a contract with any other company, but as a partner, I cannot contract with another kind of partnership, because I just try to be within that partnership firm itself. If you observe, like if you're a partner of a company, you cannot be the partner of other company. Got it? That's the same policy which is even applied over here. Though. Now the length of service. See, in a company, it's like, for example, if I am the CEO, if I die, the next successor will come and take. Whereas in a partnership company, what will happen? If the partners die, normally it cannot be continued further. Okay, it could be either the death of the partner or by the retirement of a partner. Now management. So in a management, it's like the board of directors basically takes all kind of decision, whereas in a partnership company, the partners basically takes up the decision. Now what is the property? In a property of a company will belong to the company itself, whereas the property of the partnership firm will belong to whom? Will belong to the partners. These are the 10 important kind of classifications. Now, the distinction between the partnership and the Hindu undivided family business. So, especially in India, if you observe this Marwadi communities, they comes under Hindu undivided family members. They mostly do it. Yes, but if you compare partnership with Hindu undivided family members, there are a few important components you need to keep in your mind. First one is mode of creation. So, in a partnership company, it's basically formed by partners, whereas the mode of creation in an Hindu undivided family is created by law. It is basically created by the law. Second point is about admission of a partner. See, if you want to admit a new partner, you have to take all the partners' permission, then only you can appoint a new partner. Whereas in Hindu undivided family, what happens? You can become a partner by basically you can become the member of an Hindu undivided family business by what? By birth itself, you can become. If I am the father, my son can basically become a partner. Now, registration. So, registration is not that much compulsory in a partnership company, but whereas and not required. It is optional. See, especially in terms of registration, it is not compulsory. That's the reason I meant it. And even in Hindu undivided family, registration is not that much required. It's not important. Now, position of a minor. See, guys, especially if you remember, in a partnership company, The minor cannot become a partner. But however, there are certain kind of exceptions. I'll be discussing this in the upcoming slides. But yes, in Hindu Undivided family, they can also become the members for it. Now, the position of women, if you ask, that's the last important concept. The position of women is that, if you observe in Hindu Undivided family, women cannot be part of the Hindu undivided family business. Whereas in partnership company, yes, women can become partner. Okay. I hope if you guys have watched the Suits ka series, the Jessica Pearson. So she was also a partner, managing partners. Yes, we can become a partner. Now, if you observe the death of a member, see, for example, if there is a death of a member, then what happens in a partnership? The entire firm can get dissolved, it can get closed. Whereas in Hindu undivided family, the next member can come and take over the business. The next member can come and basically take over the business. Liability of the member. In a partnership company, all are liable. All the partners are basically responsible for it. Whereas in an Hindu undivided family, what happens? The Karta is the head. He is literally the head, so his decisions can be the final. Now, number of members, see, in a partnership, if you observe the limited, like for example, the number is limited to in the banking business, like for example 10, like how it is in banking and non-banking business. So banking business now we can have 10 at least, maximum up to 10 at least, that would be the limited up to. Whereas non-banking business may we'll be having at least up to 20 members. Now, what is this dissolution in a partnership firm? Yes, you can dissolve a firm. In a partnership, you can basically dissolve a firm. In a partnership, how? By the death of the partner. See, if you want to close the partnership firm, we'll be discussing over here, but by the death, by retirement, you can close it. Whereas in Hindu undivided family, you can dissolve it through the legal aspect. Okay, legal steps, you can basically dissolve it. Now, right to take a part in the management. Every partner has basically a right to take part in the all the aspect of the management of the business. Whereas in Hindu undivided family, it is only the major head Karta can be responsible for taking up the management position. Okay, so he is given much priority over there. So now discussing about the types of partners, guys, there are basically six kind of partners. How many? Six kind of partners. First one is actual partners. So who are these actual partners? Actual partners, you just need to look into the wordings, okay, which is that one by one. But focus in my explanation though, that's very important too. So actual partner means it is actual partner come to an existence by an agreement. So I and you, we are putting an agreement that okay, we are going to start a business, that comes as an actual partner. Okay, so it is formed by an agreement. Now, what is the sleeping partner? Sleeping partner means what partner? Don't think another way, but yeah, in a positive way, sleeping partner means what? Sleeping partner means he does not come in all the aspect of business. Like he does not, is not active interest in the affairs of the business. Like he does not come, he's not always in the limelight of the business or in the conducting of the business. He invests in capital and shares. That's it. He just invests in capital and shares, but he is not always, and he's not like an active partners comparing to others. Now, who are these nominal partners? Nominal partners are basically lending their name towards the firm. For example, if I'm Pawan, I'm lending my name towards my company, I am indirectly a partner. All right, I am basically a partner which comes to an existence. So a person who's lending their name can become a nominal partner. Partners in profits only. Partners in profits, they are the one only in profits they take up the major share, whereas they do not take part, especially during the loss time. They won't be held mostly liable in terms of losses, but there are some exceptions. But yes, this is the most scenario. Now, next partner is called as the sub partner. The sub partner is basically the partner agrees to share the profit with a third party. So, who is a sub partner? I, as a partnership company, we have partners. Now, we will come to a conclusion that okay, we can share our this one profits towards a third party because of so and so reason. Basically, because that person might have given us money or so and so reason. Now, partners by holding out, it's like sometimes a person who's not a partner in a firm may, under certain circumstances, be liable for the debts if he was a partner. See, even though he's not within the partnership domain, a person who's not a partner, still he can be held liable as a partner. This one, during debt time and all, we can take him also during consultation. Some kind of exception cases. Okay, this is an important component you need to keep in your mind. Now, what is this? Now, let's see about the minor as a partner in the firm. Very important, yeah. See, remember that a minor can become a, like he cannot basically become a partner in a firm. Okay, see, if you observe here, a minor is not competent person to enter into a contract as per Section 11 of the Indian Contract Act of 1872 and Section 3 and 4 of the Indian Majority Act of 1875. But however, under Section 6 of the partnership firm, tells that yes, a minor can become a part of the partnership company if all partners are agreeing. So if a new minor, if you are an younger minor, if he wants to become a partnership company, all the partners of my company should agree for it. Only then he can basically become a what he can become a member in a partnership company. I hope you got some kind of clarity rather than nothing. But yeah, this is the major important component. Now, I want you guys to remember that. See, if a minor is basically entering into a partnership firm, the guardian of the minor can enter into an agreement with the other partner. See, it's like they can tell it, sir, I'm the guardian of my child. I have my child. Now, I want an agreement from you that he will not be basically not be exploited or he won't be misused by you people. So, some kind of agreement can be made. Now, along with it, you must always remember that a minor can be like a minor cannot be made a party of the liability. So any kind of liability, that minor is not responsible. If he is part of this partnership company, he is not responsible for any of the liabilities. This is very important. And there's a case about Dharmavir versus Jagannath. If you want, you can even refer that a minor cannot become a fully fledged partner in the existence firm. Fully fledged. No, there are certain kind of curtailment over it. That is also very important to be noted. Now, this is a very funny case, especially in Shivram versus the Gauri Shankar case. It was held that the partnership is considered of all minors and or one adult and all other minor is not a partnership at all. So it's like with nine minors with one major adult cannot lead to a partnership company. But along with it, you have to remember this important one here, which I've highlighted over here. Liable jointly, all partners are basically liably jointly several, which means every partner is liable jointly and severally, thus all are liable for the whole and all acts of the firm. Every act of the business, every partner is equally liable, equally responsible for it. So now discussing about the important components. If a minor enter into a partnership company, what are the benefits for him that we'll be discussing over here. First one is basically he can share the profits, to have access to all the accounts, any kind of accounts, financial accounts, he can have access. And along with it, showing you the next important concept is that to sue, he has the power to basically sue other partners. Okay, he has basically power to sue other partners while, just imagine he's 17. Okay, he has been the partner of a company while he's attaining the age of 18. Yes, he can become into a complete full-fledged partner again. Remember, in case if you want to become a member, he can join the company with the condition that he have to just basically agree with the terms and conditions, or he can just basically continue. That means that if I'm 17, by the age of 18 I can become a full-fledged partner in that particular company. Now, for example, if I'm a minor, I do not want to become a partner in that particular company, then what happens? Then at such scenario, I can issue a public notice. Okay. If I'm wishing to continue, chalo, you can continue that. But if I'm not wishing to continue, then I have to issue a public notice stating that I'm not willing to continue for it. Okay. But in case that minor is not making a public notice for the period of 6 months, for the period of entire 6 months, he has not done anything, then by default, by automatically, he will become the partner of that company. Because why? Because before he was already the partner. He has not said anything. He has not given his consent though, like not consent. He has not spoke anything against it. So he directly becomes the partner. This is the important concept here about the partnership, especially in terms of the minor. Now, if I tell you a few important components, okay, like as I said, registration is not that compulsory. But if you want to register of a partnership company, few things you need to keep in your mind here. Few things. First of all, you must be having the name of the firm. Very simple. You can just write it down. I didn't show you in the slides because I just want to orally tell it to you. Name of the firm, place of the business, where you want to start your business. Third thing could be about date of business, which date you want to start your business. Fourth thing could be about how many partners are going to be, number of partners, still what period you want to continue your partnership business. These five components is required: name, date, place, name of the partners, how many partners are going to come, and the registration process of the partners. Every document needs to be submitted. If these five conditions are done, chalo, your partnership company is ready. Now let's discuss on what are the ways in which a partnership company can be closed. All right, so partnership company can be closed through various factors here. Like I just referred this dissolution of a partnership firm, but I can just tell it to you in a generalized, simplified manner. See how you can close a partnership company. You can write it down. I'm just only dictating it to you. First one is basically by the death of the partners. By the death of the partners, yes, the entire firm gets shut down, closed. That's it. Second important aspect is in case if one of the partners are basically retiring, at such situation also where you feel that other partners are not able to continue, they can close it. Or by the voluntary act. Third thing would be about the voluntary act of all partners. All the partners are telling, chalo, fine, we are done with this firm. We are over with our task. Let's finish it. Done. Voluntary act can also be learned to the third factor. Fourth thing, good, see, every partnership can be like, okay, fine, I'll be like, okay, fine, we will start a so and so business. After 5 years, we will stop our business. We will stop our business. So immediately after the end of the fifth year, it gets automatically defaulted. Okay, expiry of the period also, it can basically lead to an existence end of a partnership company. And one point, if you want to mention over here, then insolvency of a partner, as he becomes incompetent to contract, no longer to become a partner. At such situation, also basically dissolution happens. Okay, these are the major components you need to keep in the mind. Other things I really don't want to emphasize, but that's all for today. Hope you liked it. Exactly by 15 I finished it. But the general rights of the partner, okay, like he should be very ethical towards his work. While he is in one particular office, he should not be part of other particular office. He should very ethically discharge his duties. He should build the trust towards all the partners. He should communicate very effectively. These are the basic rights of the partners, which I didn't want to show in the slides, but I'm only telling you. You can write in your own words here. Think beyond the box, and that comes only by putting in your own words. Hope you liked today's video. Wishing you all the best. Good luck. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you so much, yaar. And if you do like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And do let me know what kind of content you want, so that I'll be posting many videos on that basis. Okay? Wish you all the best. Good luck.